The town of Greyhaven had always been shrouded in a dense fog, but tonight it seemed thicker than usual. As the clock struck midnight, an eerie, guttural sound echoed through the streets, a noise like 1,000 whispers merged into one. It was the night when the shadows were said to become sentient. Edgar Harrow, the local clockmaker, was alone in his dimly lit shop. His tools lay scattered, their gleaming surfaces reflecting the dim light of a single flickering bulb. Edgar had always been meticulous, a man of routines. Yet tonight, something felt profoundly wrong. In the dead of night, he heard the soft chime of a clock from a house he knew was abandoned. It was followed by a chilling silence, as if the world was holding its breath. Curiosity tugged at him, urging him to investigate. Stepping out into the fog, Edgar walked towards the source of the sound. The street lamps flickered erratically, casting long, dancing shadows that seemed to move of their own accord. The abandoned house loomed ahead, its windows like hollow eyes peering into the void. Inside, the air was cold and stale. Edgar's lantern cast strange patterns on the walls as he ventured deeper. The sound of the clock grew louder, a rhythmic ticking that felt almost alive. In the heart of the house, he found an antique grandfather clock, its pendulum swinging back and forth with a hypnotic precision. As he approached, Edgar noticed something peculiar. The clock's face was an elaborate mosaic of tiny mirrors. Each reflection showed a fragment of the room, but something was different. In each mirror, the shadows appeared to writhe and twist as if trying to escape. The room grew colder, and Edgar's breath became visible. His reflection in the clock's face began to distort. The shadows in the mirrors moved closer, seemingly reaching out for him. The ticking grew louder, faster, until it was deafening. Edgar's heart pounded in time with the clock's relentless beat. Suddenly, the pendulum stopped. The room fell silent. Edgar turned to leave, but the door was gone. The walls began to close in, the shadows now fully animated, creeping towards him. They whispered in incoherent voices, merging into a cacophony of despair. Edgar's reflection in the clock's face shifted, his image replaced by an unfamiliar gaping void. He realized with a paralyzing fear that the shadows were not just moving, they were consuming. As the darkness enveloped him, the last sound Edgar heard was the clock's final hollow chime, marking the end of his existence in the labyrinth of shadows. Back in Greyhaven, the fog thickened. The clockmaker's shop remained eerily silent, and the abandoned house stood untouched, its secrets forever locked behind the mirrored eyes of an ancient, malevolent clock.